Hello there, I'm Scotty, you're not, and we are finishing up Jack Black Week with Tropic Thunder. A movie that until now I didn't realize was actually directed by Ben Stiller. I know he directed some movies, but I didn't know he directed this. So I remember when this came out, right? Saw the trailer, like, this looks like it could be funny. You have Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr., who at the time just did Iron Man, or was about to do Iron Man. You have Jack Black, you know. So it could be good. And this is what you call like a parody film, but not a parody like the Seltzerberg parodies or Scary Movie. This is something that they would do like, not necessarily a callback to Airplane or the Naked Gun, because it doesn't have that kind of comedy, but it's in the sense that it takes, like, it's very self-aware. Almost like in like a war movie version of Scream. Like Scream, but in a war movie. Like, it throws those tropes, like Dan McBride's character is all about the special effects. Oh, I'm gonna drop a bunch of light the sky up on the 4th of July or something like that. And yeah, and the ins and outs of working in the industry and how sometimes you don't get along with your co-stars. Or sometimes you have, you know, actors have problems in their personal lives, drug issues or stuff like that. You know. Talk about that. The story here is that a group of actors working on a movie called Tropic Thunder, which is based on a book written by a man named Four Leaf Tayback, played by Nick Nolte. They're not, like, it's not working out. They're having problems acting together, and the studio is going to pull the plug. So the director, played by Steve Coogan, brings them to an actual war area in Vietnam, and right away dies after stepping on a grenade. So now the actors and the two special effects guys, well, one special effects guy and Tayback, are now stuck in Vietnam. And when they try to traverse the terrain, because, you know, Ben Stiller's character, Tug Speedman, still thinks this is all part of the movie. So they follow the map, but he follows it backwards. And so the rest of them end up following the map where they're supposed to go, and he keeps going the way he's going. And he ends up getting captured by the actual Viet Cong. Or not Viet Cong, but like drug runners, the Dragon Circle or something like that. Yeah. So, right away, this movie starts, like, you press play on the Blu-ray menu, and it starts playing trailers for these fake trailers for movies, fake movies. You have, first of all, no, we don't get the trailers. We get ad for Al Pacino, not Al Pacino, not him, Al Pacino. Brandon T. Jackson's character in this movie there's I like that pussy, which becomes a running joke later because we'll get to that. Where he is advertising the booty juice energy drink or something like that, and the Bust a Nut power bar or whatever. It's like, okay. And then we go into the trailers. First one is for Scorcher 6, and they play on the sequelization, like, oh, when the world fell to hell, one man was called in, and no one saw it coming when it happened 3 times more. Now, when it happened again, and then when it happened 3 times more, so that's 5. Now we're Scorcher 6, Global Meltdown, even though it shows the place getting like, it's frozen, so is it going to get hot again when melting in? I don't know. Then we get a parody of the Clumps from Nutty Professor movies, Eddie Murphy ones, with Fatty's Fart 2, where you have Jack Black's Jeff Portnow playing all the characters, and this is just, it's so obvious they're making fun of the Clumps. And then you have a movie starring Kirk Lazarus, that's Robert Downey Jr.'s character in this, called Satan's Alley, about 2 gay priests, one of which is Tobey Maguire. And watching this now, I'm like, wow, this was Ben Stiller, or whoever wrote this movie, saw the future. And if you don't know, Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man. He is in this fake movie as Kirk Lazarus, but with Tobey Maguire, who plays Spider-Man. And Robert Downey Jr. will go on to be in a Spider-Man movie. Not with Tobey Maguire, though, but I'm just saying, and act alongside a Spider-Man actor. So it's kind of weird seeing that. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, it hit me. Like, whoa. Yeah. And then we actually cut to the movie starting, and we get this war scenario, and we find out it's all part of the movie they're making. And they're having problems because Tug can't cry. Ben Stiller's scared of Tug. Speedman can't cry. So, they go back to, they talk to they have a conversation. He has like a meeting, the director was, with Les Grossman, the producer, who, or the head guy at the studio, who I didn't know when I first watched this, was played by Tom Cruise. I swear to God, the first time I watched this through the entire movie, I thought it was Paul Giamatti. I kid you not. I thought it was Paul Giamatti. The entire movie. I don't know why. Because watching it now, I'm like, that's so obviously Tom Cruise. Why did I think it was Paul Giamatti? But for some reason, I could swear it was Paul Giamatti. Till the end, when you have the credits where he's dancing, and they pop up Tom Cruise, I'm like, what? That's Tom Cruise? I couldn't tell back then, in 2009, Scotty, when I got the DVD. No. I thought it was Paul Giamatti for some reason. I don't know. I really don't know. But he's like, they're threatening to cancel the movie. So, director Steve Coogan here takes them out to a real, at the behest of Four Leaf, played by Nick Nolte, take them out to a real war zone. As soon as they get there, he's like, we're going to make this movie, and then blows up. Tug thinks that it's all part of the show, so he follows the map backwards, and then they realize they're going the wrong way, so they separate. However, it doesn't make any sense. They separate and start going the opposite ways. Tugman ends up at the terrorist camp, or whatever you call it, and the others eventually make their way there, going in the opposite direction. So neither party knows where they're going, obviously. And you can say that maybe Speedman got lost and turned around sometime between killing the panda, which they make a reference to him earlier. Matthew McConaughey plays his agent, where he shows, oh, I'm looking at the back of this magazine, and you and the lovely panda. Alright. And it's like, okay, and then later, so that kind of sets up later when he accidentally kills the panda. When he's in the rain, it's dark. And then he wears the panda's head as like a, like when like in old times, like things when they kill a lion and use its fur and stuff. That's what he does with this. And it's like, oh, I get it. It's supposed to be a parody of that, but him running around with a panda on it, it looks weird. He gets captured by these Viet Cong terrorist people. And, so, he gets captured, and during this, so he's known for a movie, like an infamously bad movie, like The Room type bad movie called Simple Jack. This movie quoted the phrase, You never go full retard, man. And so, like, people quote that all the time. You never go full retard. I hate that word, but I love the catchphrase. For some reason, it's very weird. I hate that word because I've been called it so many times, being that I'm mentally disabled. And I get offended by it. But somehow, they say that in this movie, and it's become a catchphrase. You never go full retard, man. And I can say it like that. You gotta say it like Robert Downey Jr.'s character. Which, by the way, elephant in the room I haven't mentioned yet. This movie would not be able to be made today. In 2022 political climate, no, this movie will get canceled. Because you got Robert Downey Jr. playing Kirk Lazarus, playing an African-American sergeant in a movie where he got skin pigmentation and fake stuff. Because Kirk Lazarus is supposed to be a play on those actors that go deep into their roles, like a Jared Leto or a Daniel Day-Lewis, where they just get really into their roles and they, go full time with it. You know what I mean? Method actors. There you go. He's a method actor. And so he's constantly walking around dressed like an African American, talking like this. What are you talking about? I'm the dude painting the dude disguised as another dude. What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Huh? He's talking like that the whole time. Even later, when he has to pretend to be like Vietnamese or Chinese or whatever, start speaking it, he still has it. I don't speak Chinese, but all I know is thank you. Shishang. No offense to the Chinese, but I'm just saying, like, he still has that sort of African American accent. And even like they have this thing going back and forth between him and Al Pacino, where it's like, you think we all talk like that, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, massa. We talk like that, and that's all talk like that, right? And they have like that, balance because he's African American, and I still don't understand why they wouldn't just cast an African American to play the role. But I get the point. It's method acting. It's what we play on that. Then you got Jeff Portnoy, who is a heroin addict, and they get stuck out in the middle of nowhere, literally, and then he's starting to go through the DTs, So he's getting crazy. He's saying, I will suck your dick, man. Let me out. He's going crazy. He's suffering through the DTs, so he's going crazy. And they have him strapped to a tree at one point. Ah, man, come on, man. You let me out. I'll suck your dick, man. Come on. They don't, And then you have Tug, who is an actor who's been in all these movies, but, he's never got the appreciation he deserves. He wants to get that Oscar. He wants to win the Academy Award. He's never got the appreciation. And he's found these people who worship the movie Simple Jack because it's the only movie they have. So they watch it. They have VHS. And they watch it. And then realize it's him. They make him reenact it. So he's found this, sense of self-worth here. So when the others show up to rescue him, he doesn't want to go because he feels like he found a place, even though he's a prisoner technically. Also, I should mention during this, special effects guy played by Dan McBride and Four Leaf, they get captured, and they're also there at the camp. But they're the first ones to get captured. So they decide they're going to do the wet offensive, which is from the book, which no one's read. So he's like, Jay Baruchel's character, which I haven't mentioned yet, like, okay, but it's in the script, and they didn't read the script. Well, how are you doing a movie you didn't read the script? I don't know. I'm not going to judge. But so they go in, and they, like I said, they pretend that Lazarus is a Chinese person, and this is another thing they wouldn't be able to get away with today. He's speaking in Chinese or whatever, and it's one of those things where he doesn't fully know Chinese, so he's just throwing out stuff. You've seen other TV shows and movies where they start speaking it, and they say whatever they know. So he starts speaking, and sometimes the words like that doesn't work, And he says that he caught Portnoy in his rice paddy, and then later mess up, it says poppy field, and this little general kid dude is like, you said, but yeah, I like you motherfucker, and then big old gunfights and stuff. I'm not a war movie. I'm not big war movie guy, but this is a fun watch, to be sure. Especially with explosions and stuff. Eventually, Chino and Jay Baruchel's character rescue special effects guy and Four Leaf, and the other two use the special effects to kind of get their way out of there, get to the chopper. Oh, by the way, I should mention, because we're coming up on it, there's a whole subplot with Matthew McConaughey's agent character, like, you know, he's Tug's agent here, trying to get TiVo. And believe it or not, it's a plot point. It's a big plot point, because the whole film he's trying to talk to Les Grossman about getting Speedman, the TiVo box, which TiVo even around anymore? I don't know. But the whole time he's trying to get it. And then, so they get going in the end. They find Speedman, but he's all long gone. And this is where, you know, we get the line, I know who I am. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. And then he, you know, comes clean. He takes off all this stuff. And, you know, he has an Australian accent, which kind of like he doesn't use it for long. There's a thing at the beginning where they give the backgrounds on the characters, and he uses it. But it's not the best Australian accent, but it's okay. And for what he uses it at the end, it's fine. But they're like, come on. And he's like, fuck it, we'll just, we'll fix him later. And they get going, and then he snaps out of it. And he's like, oh, they get ready to get to the chopper, and they're going to blow the bridge so they can't follow. And he's like, these are my people now. I'm going to go back. I have a little son, that little boy. They're my people. And he comes back. I'm sitting here shooting. I was wrong. The little kid's on him, stabbing him, and he takes him, flings him into the freaking creek, which the kid survives somehow. That kid would be dead. I'm sorry. And they blow the bridge with Speedman still running on it. And he's alive. He's going to run. And they get up there in the chopper. Starts to go up. But then they have RPG trained on it. Here comes Matthew McConaughey. Tug or not? Huh? I got the TiVo. Woo, I got the TiVo. He's got the TiVo box in his hand. And they fire the RPG, and he throws the TiVo box. It hits the TiVo box and saves their lives. We find out later that McConaughey got a plane back. Somehow he was able to get out of there. I don't know. And then, like, we cut from this movie. Like, apparently this is now the movie making of the movie. Who the hell was filming all this? That's what I want to know. Like, there was no cameras that we saw. So how the hell did this happen and then they filmed another version of it? I don't know. But then Speedman wins the Oscar, Best Actor. And, yeah, you got Bill Hader, which I forgot to mention is in this film. Wow! And he is like an assistant to Les Grossman. And we get another, like, we got a thing earlier in the film where Grossman was dancing. He does that playa thing when he's dancing to Flow Rider. And then here he does a little dance as we get the credits. And it shows all the actors in the film. And it said, directed by Ben Stiller. I'm like, really? I know he directed. But, yeah, this was good. You know, thinking about it, I was going to give this a middle of the road. Because, I don't know. But after talking through it, I'm gonna give it a pretty good. Which, yeah, I think only 2 of these were ones that weren't pretty good in this. So it was a good run. I'm gonna do a ranking, but I'm pretty done. I'm pretty much done with these. As for the next theme, I'm going to do a whole video on that because it's going to be more than a week because I have something planned for September that I want to do. So I'll get to that. And today, from when I'm recording this, I should be getting the package in the mail. So I will probably film the video today. Probably have this out same day, so you get like 3 videos today. You get this one. Maybe I'll do it the next day, but I don't wanna. Yeah, I'll do it on Monday because I can get extra videos whenever. So you'll get it tomorrow from when you're watching this, and you can get the ranking later today. But yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Tropic Thunder? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty. I'll see you in the next one.